Hello everyone, I'm LuigiFan641 and I'm here to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to do Sparta remixes in Vegas 11, in Sony Vegas anyway. But let me tell you that I've seen other tutorials and people have told me that they are just not informative. Some people are still confused on what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make Sparta remixes in Sony Vegas. Be aware that right now I have Vegas Movie Studios HD11, but let me tell you that I've had each and every single trial, and they work exactly the same, each and every one of them. From Vegas Studios 9 up to now, I've had each and every single trial, but this is not a trial. This is my copy of Movie Studios, and yeah. So let's get started. First of all, people have been asking how to add the squares up to here. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna go to Project, and you're going to click Properties. Here you should see this. Then you're going to go up to Ruler. You see this? Yeah. What you're gonna want to do is set the beats per minute right here to 140.000. That's going to give you the timing you need for each and everything for the Sparta remixes. Then click OK or Apply. I'm going to click OK because that's already set for me. As you can see right now, here is blank because I took everything off, and I'm going to show you how to add the squares so you can improve your timing. What you're going to want to do is when you see this, if quant size to frame is highlighted, if it has a blue square around it, turn it off. Make sure the blue square is not around quant size frames. That is going to mess up your timing. Then you see these four squares below it. Enable snapping, snap to grid, snap to marker, snap to all events. You're going to want to highlight all of those. All of those should be highlighted. Then you're going to go to grid spacing right down here, and you're going to make sure 16th notes is highlighted. That's going to be what you want to do. Make sure 16th notes is highlighted, and you should see this now. The squares should be aligned perfectly, exactly how you want them, exactly how you're going to want them. Now to make the actual Sparta remix. See, the first thing you're going to do is choose a base and a source. You got that? That should be correct. Next thing you're going to do is choose two good sounds for the actual remix. Be sure to space it out like this, and cut out to the sounds that you want to use. You can highlight it from here to make sure that the sound is good. Yeah, that sounds good for the first sound. Then you can choose another sound. You can cut sound shorter like this if the sound is a little long for the. Yeah, you get what I mean. Those sounds are good. I'm just going to skip the intro part because that should be like pretty simple. Then you're going to find where the actual bass begins, and you're going to start out with the usual rhythm or any freestyle rhythm that you might want to use. It's your remix, so what you have to do is put in the rhythm, copy and paste the first sound into the rhythm that you want, which should be pretty simple, like right click, space, right click. Simple enough. Now you're going to add the second sound rhythm. Simple. Right click. Simple enough. Now you see if it sounds good. Now you see if it sounds good. Sounds good. As you can hear, I'm using the Blast LF641 edition bass to have as less copyright as I possibly can. This Pony Rainbow Dash and this scene is by Hasbro Incorporated. I don't mean to have any ownership to that. Now what else you can do is you can press the shift key and go over all the sounds that you have here, then just copy it and you can paste it over to the next rhythm. Sounds simple enough. Now, if you wanted to make that combined like sounds that most of the other remixers do, that's pretty simple. That's pretty simple too. What you have to do is make more of the sound that you want. Let me explain. What you have to do is if you want to make it like fit 3, you have to make 5 of them. And you have to put them into each other. Leave a little space for the next one. Leave a little space in the next one. Copy and paste. Now see, with this one, you don't have to really do as much. Now it should sound like the second sounds are combined. Simple enough. Now another cool feature that some remixers like to do is they like to do a little screen flipping, and I personally like to do that, and I personally like to do that myself. What you do there, in case you have absolutely no idea, is you go to Video Event Pan Crop. And you just flip it around. Simple as that. Now, the last thing I think I have to explain is freestyle. Freestyle is just putting sounds together in many different patterns and formats to make a good sounding rhythm. What you do then is you take as many sounds as you need. What you do then is you take as many sounds as you need, and just put it in a rhythm. It should be pretty simple. Going with the unoriginal plan, we're just going to do a simple one sound rhythm. It's very slow, very easy to follow. Listen closely. Simple. See, just play around with the sounds until you can come up with your own freestyle, make it original as possible, maybe even add some pitch. Oh, speaking of pitch, that's very easy to follow too. What you do, the easiest way to do that without having the possibility of messing up your project and Sony Vegas crapping out on you, is what you do is highlight the sound, and you can click up here and click loop playback. The sound will play back. Simple enough for you. Just keep playing back. Now what you do there is you click on the sound. Excuse that, Skype. And what you do then is click the plus or minus buttons to change the pitch. Now, the simple pattern for the usual Sparta pitch is this right here. So what you do there is you make as many sounds as you need for a simple pitch. The usual one is 8, or the usual one is 8 or more, depending on what you really need. And you put 1, 1, -2, -2, 1, 1, and it should sound like this. You can copy and paste. You can do the usual copy and paste thing to, make it however long you need it. Alright, I think that should explain everything for the most part. Just the many basics. You can find epicness, madness, and any other freestyle chorus tutorials in another tutorial, but this was just to figure out how to do many of the basics people were confused about, such as how to get the squares and how to make it fit a rhythm. But I think that's all I need to say. Like, favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I think that's all I need to say. LuigiFan641 is out.